opinion, but how will these overnight cues impact our own markets? We have our research team joining in to tell you just that. What's the trade setup looking like, the stocks that are likely to be in the news, and the action from the F&O space as well. Hey guys, a very good morning to all of you. Vivek, let me come across to you first up. What is the market setup looking like today?
Well, good morning. What you have to look at is it's actually quite a mixed outlook as far as our own markets are concerned. Remember, we are perched quite pretty, as far as our own markets are concerned. All of the key indices have yesterday hit fresh lifetime highs. Now, talking about how the overnight cues have been. Overnight cues, especially from the US markets, have been quite supportive. A flat to positive close for all of the US indices. Now, when you're talking about oil prices, that was something that was a bit surprising. Now, despite quite a few negative news flow coming in, actually what we saw was that oil prices saw a move higher in yesterday's trading session. WTI futures now hovering around the $81 a barrel mark. Brent futures closer to the $85 a barrel mark. Now, look at the Indian markets. The outperformance has been quite significant. Yesterday, record high levels, Reliance Industries led the charge as far as the main frontline indices were concerned. Along with that, the Sensex and the Nifty Bank too yesterday hit fresh record highs. What are the other set of stocks that did quite well? Yesterday, the entire telecom pack, spectrum auctions are going on. Along with that, hopes of a tariff hike, and along with that, the entire cement pack, especially in terms of consolidation that is being seen. There is hopes that a lot of other players too would get consolidated and acquired by larger players. On the back of that, both of these two particular sectors did quite well. Overall breadth, however, remained muted in the broader markets in favor of the declines. Now, talking about our the overnight cues and morning cues, when you're talking about Asian markets are quite muted. Japanese yen is actually trading at a fresh 38 versus the dollar, and GIFT Nifty is indicating a gap down start. Cues for today, F&O expiry, and along with that, there will be some passive flows coming in on account of NSE index adjustments that will happen in today's trading session.
Okay, all right. So we'll be watching out for that. Thank you so much, Vivek, for joining us. Let's go across to Abhishek Kothari. He will start the stocks to watch out for in today's trading session.
Well, to begin with, KC International, they have got orders worth 1,025 crores in T&D and cable business. JSW Energy, their arm JSW Neo Energy has signed PPAs for 1,325 megawatt of renewable energy. In terms of spectrum, Bharti Airtel has acquired 97 MHz in 900 MHz, 1800 MHz, as well as 21 MHz at frequency bands for about 6,875 crores. Bharti Hexacom, they have acquired rights for 1,001 crore. Reliance Jio has acquired 14.4 megahertz for about 973 crores, while Vodafone Idea has acquired 30 megahertz for 3,510 crores. Watch out for some blocks in trade today. Sources tell that FIH Mauritius will sell about 9.7% stake in CSB Bank for a consideration of close to 595 crores. Post this stake sale, they will have 40% in the bank. India Resurgence Funds as well as Piramal Natural Resources, they will sell about 10.1% stake in Archeon Chemicals for a consideration of close to 819 crores. There are few board meets happening, so for consideration of fundraise, RBL Bank and AU Small Finance Bank will take board approval today. Raymond, they will decide on reappointment of Gautam Singhania on board today. Dr. Reddy's, their arm in Switzerland, has signed agreement with Helion PLC and its associate companies. Adani Ports, their outlook has been upgraded to positive from stable by S&P, while the rating has been reaffirmed at BBB-. India Cement, it will be excluded from F&O segment from August series. PI Industries will acquire Plant Healthcare for a consideration of 32.8 million pounds. Back to you.
Okay, all right. With that, let's move on. Let me go across to Manglam, joining in with all the cues from the F&O space. Hey, Manglam.
Good morning. So, June series expiry today, and what a series it has been for the bulls. Nearly 1,400 points on the Nifty, 1,380 to be precise so far. And that makes it on track for the best series in this calendar year itself. Because the last time we saw a move bigger than that, it was in December series, where there was a move of nearly 8.2% or 1,650 points on the Nifty itself. The story of this series has been the FIs starting on the short side and then constantly adding longs and covering their short position. So yesterday as well, 2,800 crores, nearly 2,900 crores worth net purchase in index futures, 22,000 long contract additions, 39,000 short contracts which were covered, and as a result of which, this picture comes up for you, and that will tell you the story of the series. When we started the series, the FII long exposure was just 13%, and the net exposure was close to 3 lakh shares on the short side. So that's, the graphic plate that should come up for you. And now as we speak, the long exposure is 67% and the net exposure is 2 lakh contracts on the long side. So what does this mean? 5 lakh contracts have been added on the long side in this series itself, and long exposure jumping from 13% to 67% itself. The question is, where do we go here from here now? Everyone will be eyeing the rotund number of 24,000. A lot of punt buying has taken place out there. That happens if we cross the 23,950 mark in today's trading session. But for that, we'll have to navigate through choppy sessions, as the GIFT Nifty indicates. The first leg of support would be the 23,750 mark, because the 23,800 put has seen a fair amount of writing. What is important to track today would be HDFC Bank, because if you look at both the Nifty Bank as well as HDFC Bank, yesterday the Nifty Bank fell off highs. The HDFC Bank also ended a little lower. So does this momentum continue in July series? We have big triggers there, like the Union Budget, Q1 FY25 updates and results, and the monsoon spread. For today, 2 stocks I'm watching out for. One, India Cements will be excluded from F&O trade from August, but also enters F&O ban, as we pointed out yesterday. And for Z, it is the last day of F&O trading. So what happens to these outstanding contracts which are there already is something we'll track.
Okay, very interesting. So this is what today will look like, and it is the expiry as well, as Mangala mentioned. There will be a lot of volatility that we'll see. Thank you guys for joining us and preparing us for this trading day ahead.